Welcome to the online class conducted by Sacred Heart School in the subject of economics. We are going to study the continuation of some points we had studied earlier. Here some points are written on the board. We can see how to compare different countries and states. Already this topic has been studied in the previous video. How to compare different countries and states in the matter of development. Already we studied that we use, especially World Bank uses average income to compare different states and countries in the world. Okay, this topic is explained in a better way in the previous video. Okay, and second point is that averages are useful only to compare it high disparities. Averages are average income or per capita income can be used only to compare different countries, but it is useful only for comparison, but it hides some disparities in the facts. Already we studied this matter also explained in a better way in the previous video. Now we are moving towards the new topic, income and other criteria. This topic is also explained earlier, but once again the same topic is going to be explained. Other than income, actually already we have studied that World Bank uses average income to compare different countries, but other than income, some other topics are also there which are very much important in the matter of development. Some topics I have written, just like security. You know that in a country it is the duty of the government to provide security, safety and security to its citizens. Okay, so security is a concerned matter. It is a part of development. If there is no security or safety for the citizens living in that country, then how can we call that country as a developed country? Okay. So security is a factor which is very much important. And another topic is respect from others. Okay, in every country, different category of people live together. They may be different. There may be differences in the matter of skin color, their creed, their gender, their religion, caste, education level, etc. But in a developed country, each and everyone should be respected each other. They should respect each other. There should not be any discrimination in the grounds of any of such differences. That is the second point here given. Third one, it is related to the second point, equal treatment. Everyone should be treated equally in front of the constitution. Okay, when the government treat different people, there should be equality. There should not be any partiality. Okay, so that is last third point. Freedom. You know that developed countries are free nations. The citizens are given a lot of freedom in such countries. And last one, then we can say income is also a matter. If the people earn more income than the other people living in another country, then we can say that that country is better developed. So these are the four important points that we consider other than income for development. Through a simple example we can explain. It is given this, there is a box table given here. The same table is given in your textbook also. In the first column we can see the name of some states from India. The second column we can see average or per capita income in rupees, and this data is taken in 2017-18 economic survey. That means before 2-3 years before 17-18. Here three states names are given: Haryana, Kerala and Bihar, and here average income is given. When we calculate the average income of Haryana, already you know that how to find out average income. Okay, the total income of the country or the state divided by the population of that state, then we get average income. Okay, so Haryana's total income divided by Haryana's population, then we get this number as the per capita, that means per head income of Haryana, people of Haryana. Okay, so 1,62,034. And what about Kerala? 1,40,190 rupees. And what about Bihar? 31,454. Okay, so from this data easily we can see that as per World Bank, okay, already we studied about World Bank. As per the data given, we can easily understand that the state Haryana having more income, per capita income, it is more than it is 1,62,000, more than that much, and Kerala second place having 1,40,000. So as per World Bank details, we can easily find out that Haryana is better developed than Kerala and Bihar. Bihar is in the bottom, only 31,454. So if you calculate only income, then we can easily understand that Haryana is better developed than Kerala. Okay, but the reality is something else. We will see in the next table. By using another table, we can easily find out that the fact is entirely different. Okay, so this is the data showing topic other than income. Here we can see in the first column, state is given Haryana, 3 states, whatever we discussed earlier, the 3 states, name of 3 states are given: Haryana, Kerala, Bihar. In the second column, we can see infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate is given in the second column. Third column, literacy rate, and fourth column, net attendance ratio in junior level. Junior level is given. Okay, so these 3 important topics are we are using to compare the countries again, except income. Okay, already we know that by checking income, Haryana is better developed, Kerala is in the second position, and Bihar is in the last position. But here you can see the fact, infant mortality rate. What is infant mortality rate? Infant mortality, infants, that means small kids. Mortality rate means death rate. So the death rate among children are termed as infant mortality rate. This is calculated among 1,000. That means the number of children die among 1,000 live birth in a year. If the number is more, then we can say that the health condition of that country or that state is very low. That means birth होने के बाद 1 साल के अंदर कितने जो चिल्ड्रन का डेथ होता है, उसको हम लोग इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट कहते हैं. एमंग 1,000 में से कितने लोग का डेथ होता है विद इन 1 ईयर. इफ़ द नंबर ऑफ डेथ केसेस ज़्यादा हैं, तो इसका मतलब क्या है, वहाँ पे जो हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज़ उतना अच्छा नहीं है. तो क्या होना चाहिए, डेथ रेट, चिल्ड्रन का जो डेथ रेट वो कम होना चाहिए. हियर यू कैन सी इन हरियाणा इट इज़ 33, Kerala it is 10, and Bihar it is 38. So this data is very clear. It says that maybe Haryana is developed in the matter of income, but in the matter of health, infant mortality rate shows health. In the matter of health, 33 children die in Haryana due to malnutrition or absence of proper medical care, etc. But only 10 children die in Kerala due to such issues, but 38 children die in Bihar due to such a medical problem. So from this data it is clearly understood that Kerala is better developed than we can clearly understand that Kerala is better developed than Haryana in the matter of health. Next, go to literacy rate. Literacy, you know, it is related to education. Who is a literate? Literate कौन होता है? How can we define literacy rate? It is very simple. Already I explained in earlier classes that literacy rate can be defined very simple, in a simple way, that the people, those who are able to read, write and understand. 3 topics are there: reading, read, write and understand. Any of the languages. In India, so many languages are there, but among these languages, any of the language, if the person is able to read, write and understand the matter, then such a person is called, what, uneducated. And among 100, what is the total number of such persons? It is called literacy rate. It is calculated out of 100. So 2011 data is there. We have in Haryana the literacy rate is 82, in Kerala it is 94, in Bihar it is 62. So in a better developed country or state, the literacy rate should be more. Okay, then only then we can call that state or country as a developed country. So literacy and health is also very much important in the matter of development. So from that, by using this particular criterion, we can easily find out that Kerala is better developed than Haryana and Bihar, because the literacy rate is much better. In Haryana it is only 82, in Bihar it is only 62 out of 100. That means 100 में से 100 लोगों में से कितने लोग यहाँ का कोई भी एक लैंग्वेज रीडिंग, राइटिंग एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग कर सकते हैं. दैट रेट इज़ नोन एज लिटरेसी रेट. सो इन केरला इट इज़ 100 में से 94 persons are able to satisfy these needs. But in Haryana it only 82 and in Bihar only 62. So easily we can say that this state Kerala is better developed. And the third one is net attendance ratio. What is this net attendance ratio? Net attendance ratio means it is calculated in the junior level. That means, up to class 10 we can say secondary level classes. After that we can say higher secondary level. So in secondary level we are calculating up to the age of 14 to 15. The people, those who are attending, taking admission in the earlier classes and continue in their studies and reaching the last school leaving examination. That is the number we take here. It is also out of 100. Okay. So those who are taken admission 100, if the children taken admission, if it is 100, and out of that 100 only 61 students reached the last class. That means if a student taken admission in class 100 students, and out of that 100 only 61 students they reached class 10. Remaining students they dropped out due to many reasons. We don't know the reasons. Due to many reasons they dropped out in between. Okay. So net attendance ratio should be more, only then that country or state can be called as a developed country. In Haryana it is 61. Only 61 students reached the last stage and the remaining students they dropped out. In Kerala we can see it is 83. Here also some students they dropped out, but it is few in number. In Bihar it is 43 only. That means near about 60 students they left school before reaching class 10 or 10. So the matter is very pathetic in Bihar. So from that particular criterion we can easily understand that Kerala is better developed than Haryana and Bihar. So this is the proper way to find out whether a country or state is developed or not. But earlier what we did, like a World Bank, only we took the average income, and by taking average income we find out that Haryana is better developed. But when we take another topic like health and education and all, we find out not Haryana but Kerala is better developed than Haryana. So the fact is very clear, the point is very clear. There are some other topics other than income for development, okay, like education and health facilities. So we will study in the coming classes that some other organizations are also there. They use this type of points to find out whether the countries are developed or not, and as per that criteria they prepared a list. We will study about that in the coming classes. Okay, thank you.